And what a best of 3 this is likely to be. GLHF to both teams. Alrighty, now we are going to have Athena attacking first, Awoken defending first, which means that Awoken will ban first. And let's see who they are going to ban. Nomad, an obvious ban here for Coast for Consulate, obviously very much a run-out map. So any operator that can deny the run-outs is going to be a good operator to ban. Now, not a lot of people use Gridlock in place of Nomad, but I think for run-outs you could probably use Gridlock just as much to at least slow down those run-outs, because people can't be outside for quite as long. Blackbeard, obviously a good ban because, you know, Coast, I keep wanting to say Coastline. Consulate is very much a sitting on Windows map. Very much a sitting on Windows map. So it just makes good sense to get rid of an operator that can sit on a window, poking his face through the corner of it with a big shield in front of his face, just denying those headshots. Vigil's going to get a ban because he is good for the roam. And clearly, clearly Awoken have been doing VOD reviews, as they have chosen to ban Oryx, an operator which we saw Kix playing to great effect against another team just recently. It was Apollo playing it to great effect against Apollo. And he managed to bag 21 kills in that game. So good pick there to get the old Oryx off the board. Now, first site we are going to see get played here by... Oh, interesting. The first site we're going to get played here is Cafeteria and Garage from Awoken. We are going to see Brawl's 6-picking Legion going on to Mirror. But I've just noticed we have seen the very first entry for Zero here. We haven't seen him before. He is now allowed in the league, and he has been brought out to play. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with him. We need to watch Zero a bit and see just how that utility is used. Now, I don't have the full details on the Athena lineup, but I can tell you that right now for Awoken, we've got MYR, who is playing Flex and Frag. We've got Merxy, who is going to be playing Flex and Frag here tonight. We've got Brawls, who's going to be playing on Frag. We've got Eli, who is going to be playing, what's he down as? Support and Flex. And we've got Aluzi, who is going to be playing Support and Flex also. And that is the team makeup here for Awoken. Now, one time I've seen Awoken play is in the 3v3 Christmas tournament that I ran, and they were very, very strat heavy. There was only 3 of them, but they relied a hell of a lot on stratting out, even on a 3v3 secure area. A lot of vertical protection on sites, and they did it very, very effectively, and they did actually win that 3v3 tournament. And that is obviously a very different thing to this, but still the point is they're a strat team. Now, oh my word, Henry Sink opens up straight away with a TK onto Kix. That is an oof at this stage of the game. Now, Nekwa Sink's going to be watching that yellow stairs run out. Saab Bomber is going to be droning for his team. Henry lamenting his mistakes in life. There we see Kix just lay down face first in the floor. Oh no. Henry now droning stuff out as Davin is going to start to move in to try to take control of Bathroom. He knows there's a player there. It is Ella. Oh, he tries to chuck a grenade, but it's snatched up by the ADS. There's another 2 ADSs, but Davin manages to come around and take that kill. And that is a 3v3 now, which could potentially be a 4v3 if it wasn't for that unfortunate TK. But these things happen. Here is Brawls behind the mirror window, just watching yellow, waiting, while Eli is going to sit here and watch the same angle. He is going to see a shoulder, but he's going to look away. Didn't see him. We saw him, even though he was in the sights of Eli. Somehow Eli missed it. There's the drone coming out, and that main wall, or door rather, as it is going to get opened up while we see Nekwa starting to make his way down yellow here. Now he knows there's a mirror window, so he's not going to peek it too much. He's going to wait here. He sees the player, and he manages to down Eli. I don't know if he realizes that he's down. He tries to shoot him, but of course there is a table overturn there, and MYR, liking those cheeky flanks, comes up and manages to take down Nekwa from behind. Brawl's still playing downstairs with Eli still on site here in Cafeteria, and that's MYR taken down by Davin Atkins. Brawls gets the kill onto Bomber, leaving Davin all on his own with 45 seconds to go in a 1v2. This is still very winnable for Davin. Did we just see Brawls teabagging there? Yes, we do. Just trying to quickly look up. He sees the drop. He knows that someone's dropped down, but Eli is there. He takes that pick, and that is round number 1 going to Awoken. Now, the thing is, of course, for quite some time, that was a... Well, not for just for quite some time. For the whole round, pretty much, that was a 4v5. Would we have seen it play out differently if it hadn't have been a 4v5? That's the question. Now, Cafeteria and Garage. Awoken can't go there again, so they are going to go upstairs to Console and Meeting. Thank you very much for the follow. Not Zach. Oh, yeah, I couldn't read what it was saying at first. Not Zach. Okay, I'm guessing that's another... I guess I know who you are. Iluzi is going to 6-pick Mute onto Smoke as they head upstairs to the top floor.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright, so top floor. Let's see the kind of setup we're going to get here. We are going to get Eli castle barricading a window. Now, some might say that is a waste of utility, or because, you know, it doesn't slow anyone down. You just come up here with Sledge or someone and break it open. Kix has got breaching rounds and breaching charges. He's got 6 of them, so that's easily going to get opened up, but it does soak up utility. However, with all that extra utility in the hands of Ash these days, it's not really that big a drain. Ash's breaching charges, not really much use on this site because you're attacking upwards or down from the roof. So the only chance you're going to get to really use that breaching charge is on this wall, but it is getting reinforced as you might expect. So that breaching charge likely to be used on here, if not a breaching round itself. I'd personally rather see the breaching charge being used there if they're going to use any utility on it to open up that window. Now Netqua is going to be running around. I wonder if he's playing Zero just because Nomad's been banned. Looking at the stats, Netqua has played Nomad 69 times in this league. 69 times. That is the most times that any one operator has been played by any player. So with his favorite op being banned, maybe that's why we're seeing Zero being brought out here. Now we'd have Davin just carefully watching, waiting for an inevitable jump out from this window. Because there's no Nomad, that does mean the defenders are a little bit more free to just jump out, do what they want to do. But Aluzi's just going to chill here and wait without going for a jump out. Are the windows even prepped? Windows have been opened to give sound cues, but the windows have not been prepped. So Luzi is not ready to jump out, but now that window's open, he is a little bit more free to do so. Eli is going to sit here, just sitting on cams. MYR at the top of yellow. Very standard position with a couple of ADSs here to protect him. And Brawl's playing just downstairs on the bottom of yellow as Mozzie, waiting for last moment frags. Davin Atkins is going to take a fair bit of damage and drop outside. Kix already right here at the site entrance. And he's going to drone it out, even though he's just stood right here by the door. He knows that the site is clear. He's going to move in, go for those frags, but instead of getting the frags, he gets fragged. And that is that utility gone to waste now. And that castle barricade is instead going to be punched open by Davin Atkins, who's going to keep baiting for this run out. But it's not going to come just yet. There is no one even in sight, as Sar Bomber on his drone will now be able to relay that information to Davin to let him know that it's clear. Gas grenade goes out. That's going to push Davin back. MYR's going to be playing in bathroom. Very much a site-heavy hold here with Brawls just playing down below, waiting for the plant denial. But that's 2 quick frags in a row there, leaving us in a 2v5 in favor of Awoken. And this is looking like a second round going their way. Merxy comes around just at the right time. He is hidden by that long desk, and he's not spotted by Netqua. But MYR does, sorry, not MYR, but Merxy does spot him. Henry now downstairs. Just going to bait for kills, talk to his team, and understand a bit more about what's going on. Thank you very much for the follow, F1R6. Very much appreciated.
15 seconds left.
Toot said 69. Funny enough, when I saw it was 69, I did kind of laugh to myself a little bit. No, I didn't think that at all. I'm more mature than that. There we go, round over, going to Awoken. Nothing really left to commentate on the end there. Is Henry just waiting for someone to walk into his sights, but it didn't happen. So, round number 2. Oh, it's God Zach. Okay, you're a different Zach. Okay. I thought it was either going to be you, God Zach, or Netflix Bash Zach. But it's you. Okay, fine. Archives and tellers. Choosing to not go to lobby and press. Interesting choice here coming out. Now, will we see Echo being brought into play? No, we are going to see Pulse instead. Now, Echo and Pulse, I was going to say two essential picks. You need one or the other. I would not come to this site without Pulse or Echo. Now, we are going to see heavy C4 plays here. We've got Mozzie, Pulse, and Mira with the C4s, possibly Malusi as well. Pulse will be responsible for giving out the calls to the team, making sure they use their C4s first, saving his for last. And we can see that Alusi playing Malusi. Alusi on Malusi. There's a tongue twister almost for you. He's going to be bringing the C4 as well. So we've got the quad C4 plant denial coming out here from the boys of Awoken. Mercy with a shotgun rather than UMP. Much more useful for that denial from below. Now, if you try to plant on this desk, this no longer works. This desk will just collapse if you climb onto it and then start to plant. You can stand on it, but once you start to plant, it will just break. This cabinet, you can plant on there, you can plant on here in these two desks. This Banshee is going to give the nod to anyone coming into the room. That's going to slow anyone down drastically. And these holes are open to allow line of sight onto players planting up here, and will also allow you to throw a C4 through there if your aim is true. And those holes are very carefully placed. The most common push here is to take the top floor rather than face the basement head on. We've got a castle barricade, 3 reinforced hatches. It's just a case of how much utility, I think, can Athena bait out here. That is the real question. Let's see if we get a play onto site or if it is going to be an upstairs take. Utility being used. That's one Ash breaching round being played. Kicks going to open up some small bullet holes here to watch. Oh no, but through the floor. The shotgun shells from below. No, it's not even shotgun shells. It's MYR. Getting those pings from Pulse and acting on it to get those shots. He has a drone as well. This is big. This is going to be very, very difficult for Athena. Personally, at this point, they might be better off just attacking the bottom floor. Davin was going to try and open that hatch, not realizing that it's reinforced. Every hatch up here reinforced pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of reinforcements up here. Not this one, though. That will allow access down here in front of Brawls. Brawls is going to be holding heavily down here, watching the garage side. And they are going to know that no one's coming that way. And Athena right now look a little bit stalled out. They don't know what to do. There's still 4 C4s in play and 1.5 minutes left on this round. And this is going to be very, very tough for Athena to battle. Ideally here, we would have seen them bring out Thatcher, because that would take down the pulse scanner. That would make a lot of sense for them, but they haven't done that. But these holes that have been opened up by Awoken themselves, coming in useful there, and Henry being able to get a kill from it. Now, Sarbomber is going to start to plant. Is he going to get away with it? There's no holes watching him. He is going to get the plant down. Well played as Nekwa takes down Brawls. The plant is successful. Now, all of these players just have 2 staircases to come up. They can only come up here, but there's gridlock tracks in the way. MYR takes down Nekwa. They can come through here with more gridlock tracks. But that's Davin Atkins with a quick double kill. Sarbomber gets taken down. MYR is the last man standing. He's up on the top floor for some reason. This is just the way MYR plays. He manages to take down Davin. That is the triple. I've called this before. MYR is the kind of player that is always going to be somewhere you don't expect a player to be. He will be as far away as possible from sight a lot of the time, waiting for those late flanks. We saw him playing on sight at the start, and then as he realized things were starting to not go the way they wanted it to, he rotated out, probably up yellow stairs, as Davin was around Spiral. And that's how he managed to get to that position. So well played there to Athena for pulling off that take. Somehow, they managed to avoid that pulse scanner, pull off the plant without losing any bodies. They lost 2 to 3 in the post plant. Actually, no, they just lost 2 in the post plant until Davin went down at the end there. So well played from Athena. It wasn't looking good for the first, minute and a half. They were setting up clearly, but it looked like they were stalling a bit. But clearly they had a plan that they were playing out. And it paid off. So well played to them. Now we are going to see Cafeteria and Garage go as the next site. Let's take a look at some site stats. We can see that for Tellers and Archives, the site we just played, 75% attacker favored. So it was in favor of Athena from the start anyway, really. And if we look at Cafeteria and Garage right now, 46% attacker favored and 54% defender favored. We've already seen the defenders win this site once. It's just become unlocked for them. By the law of averages and stats, Athena should take this round, but let's see how it plays out. Hey, thank you for the follow. R6XBPL, or whatever it is. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Will I do follow backs? I am not in that game. I'm not in that game. I like followers that are here because they want to be here. And there's no point building up a community of followers who have just followed you for a follow back, because at the end of the day, you might have 10,000 followers, but if they're all there just returning a favor for you following them and they never come to watch you, then what's the point having those followers, in my opinion. It's a false economy, in my opinion. So no, I do not play the follow for follow game. Right, so similar setup to what we saw last time. Eli going to be playing back here in Archives. Brawls still on that mirror window. Aluzi over here in Cafeteria. Now, historically, I think Athena would tell you that when it comes to opening rounds, they're not the best at getting the first couple of rounds on the board. But once they get used to what the opposing team are doing and they start to adapt and flex to it, that's when they start coming into their own. Let's see if that's going to ring true here as a frag grenade goes out, tries to get it into that mirror window, but it isn't successful. Merxy is safe though, as that open hatch is just going to swallow up the grenades. And Davin just sweeps in and takes that kill. Well played there. 5v3, and without the team kill, there's a C4 getting ripped. Not sure where it was going. Sounds like it was probably a Luzi. No, he's one C4 down. Could have been Mirror.
Bomb located by attackers. Special charge. Stay clear.
And that main door is going to get opened up. And Athena starts to push into sight. Kix gets that double kill. Henry starting to just move back to cover the rotate and into Cafeteria. He knows there's someone there. He's going to pre-fire through the wall. Just too far to the left. Plant is successful. That's the double plant here for Sub Bomber tonight. Brawl's last man standing. There's nothing he can do. He goes for the player on yellow stairs, but Henry is there in Cafeteria, and he picks up that kill. And now we see Athena starting to pick up their pace. Mrs. Toot has responded to Zoirx as well. Yeah, I mean, work for follows, Mako. Better to have them because you've earned them. If what you're doing is good, then people will follow. Alrighty. I mean, I don't know how the Twitch algorithms and stuff work, I'll be honest. But I mean, plenty of times I've been on the front page of Twitch and I've seen suggested streams that have like 20 viewers. No one's watching really. 20 viewers. I say no one, that's 20 people. And next to it there'll be someone with 600 viewers. So clearly it's not a case of, oh, you've got the biggest number next to your name, so we're just going to put you up there. There's something that it does. I don't know what it is. Don't worry about the followers. Focus on your content and the followers will come. Now Eli is going to put up that same castle barricade. I would like to see that opened up with some utility at the start of the round, rather than waiting until the end and then meleeing it open. It's a big time drain. We do have Nekwa bringing out Sledge this time, as well as kicks on Ash, so that should be very, very easy to get opened up. Sarbomber leaving his drone just out here to pick up. Where's he going? Where are you going? Oh, he's bringing it back to spawn where he is, I suspect. Is he here? Where is he? There he is. Okay, he's going to drone out Visa for his teammates as they open up the door. And he's going to give the calls that, hey, we're all clear by Soda. We're all clear here in the front of Visa. You are good to go. He hasn't droned Tellers, however. And there could be someone in here. He's going to check it now. And he knows that's clear, unless there was someone laying behind this window that he didn't check. But there isn't. So he's all good. He's all good. His teammates starting to push in. Kicks at least anyway. While the rest of them start to rappel up. And we are getting an admin take coming out here as Henry starts to make his way forward. With drones in front of him, getting that intel. Break is clear. Sarbomber doing true support work here. 2 plants, loads of drones. People can look at Sarbomber's KD all they like, but at the end of the day, he is here doing his job. Frag Grenade is going to do a tiny sliver of damage to Aluzi, but not enough to really make it an impact. And there we go. That window has been opened already. That's what we want to see there. Breaching round used by Kicksinks. Suspect that it was on that. That's what we need. Well played there to Athena. Now they already have control of admin and Soda. They're going to leave that castle barricade up on the top of Spiral. That makes good sense. All that does at this point is cut off a flank opportunity, and they now have the player and connector penned in. Davin can shoot him in the back as he goes for kicks, which is exactly what happens. MYR picks up the double from Bathroom. Plant is going down. 3v4. The plant isn't going to get denied. It's in a default spot right here in meeting. C4 is going to hurt Sarbomber, and he's going to get that kill. Merxy's going to start to peek it, and he takes down Sarbomber with the headshot. 2v3 post-plant now, as we see Brawls here being held back by his own castle barricade. Nekwa all on his own. If anyone... Oh! No, turn rate here. Oh, my word. Nekwa trying to do everything he could to hold on to that. But he had the grenade that he had to back away from. He had the one player pushing from meeting. He almost managed to take down 2 of them there. That would have left him clear to take down that 3rd player that was coming from Soda. But unfortunately, he hadn't downed that 1st player. He just killed 1. The 2nd one was still alive. Kept on pushing. The one coming from the right would have got him, even if he'd have got the one coming from waiting room. So great effort there from Athena. And Nekwa especially. But unfortunately, he just couldn't hold off that pushback. Now, instead of going to Archives and Tellers, we are going to see Lobby and Press get played here now by Awoken. It recommends similar streamers, yeah. I'm wondering if Skeldo answered that question specifically to set up that burn onto Rarity. All right, Brawls is going to 6-pick Mira and go on to Malusi as they head to Lobby and Press. Now, the common take for this always used to be, you know, you open up the lobby door, get those smoke grenades, get a Glaz, get a Monty, stroll in, plant in the doorway, stroll out, and just watch it from the back. But things are changing now. You get a lot of focus here on the top floor, and Press is becoming the favorite to take. And it does make good sense, because a lot of people stack up here on meeting. You might get one person holding over here. If you can get control of console, drop into the hatch, just keep one player up here controlling this room. Drop in here. You can use cover of the desk here to plant. Another player here on the window covering the crossfire over to here. You can have someone here watching down onto antechamber. There's loads of options here, loads of options. Now we see Henry and Davin spawning here together over at gas station. Oh no, Merxy with the spawn peak. Oh, Merxy gets the stream achievement there for the spawn peak. Well played to Merxy there, getting that early kill. We hear a C4 get ripped. It's not going to do any damage, as Kicks is going to start to drone out Lobby. Now, to be fair, Sarbomber on hard breach Other than losing a gun, the utility itself isn't going to be a big loss right now. There's no hatches reinforced. No one is going to reinforce these hatches on this hold. So the utility isn't wasted. It's just the gun and the eyes. Now we have a player here repelling outside this window. That is Davin Atkins getting that kill onto Brawls, making it a 4v4. And within the first minute, that spawn peak has been avenged. We have MYR playing on yellow, heading up to the top floor to back up Aluzi. We have no one in console just yet. MYR is going to wait in the bathroom as Merxy takes down Nekwa. Merxy, the big gunner, certainly throughout this season for this team. And he's going to sit here holding this angle onto yellow from bathroom. This is going to make it a lot more difficult to get into press. The only way they'll be able to repel in, get in really is via the repel. But Davin Atkins is going to take down MYR from the repel out on console. Kix gets one of his own, 3v2 now, and that is Athena in the driving seat. So Kix upstairs, looking to find his opportunity. Henry droning out bathroom. He knows there's one in there. Davin just starting to... this is Gemini? Is it Gemini? No, it's not the Gemini. That is actually him. Merxy taking a whole load of damage. Oh, but Maestro comes round. He gets that pick. 2v2 now. That's Eli with the kill. Davin on yellow. We've got one player downstairs in the basement, so the site is pretty clear here. That's Merxy, I guess, coming round for a flank up spiral. Is this known, though? Is this known? Henry has the diffuser. He's still up on the top floor. He needs to make a play for sight. Merxy gets that frag onto Davin as he rotates up lobby. Spiral, he's going to have that intel. He knows there's a player here in the bathroom. He's going to push into press. He's going to pre-fire onto Eli. He gets that pick. He knows Merxy's around somewhere. Merxy knows the plant's going down. He's not quite sure where. No! He might have actually pulled... Oh, my... Oh, I thought that was Henry getting a kill there through the wall. That was most unfortunate for Henry. He almost picked up a frag there and won the round. If Henry had stuck that plant... It's hard to say. I can't recall exactly how close he was to getting that plant down. There was a reinforced wall, but it was for bathroom, not exactly where he was. With good pings, Merxy would have shot him through the wall. I'm not sure if there were good pings. We did see a red ping coming up, but would it have spotted him exactly where he was? I don't know. I don't know if he would have got that down. Alright. That is the first half done. And Athena are 2-4 down, which means that Awoken are 4-2 up. We are going to see a 6 pick from Wamai onto Malusi. Coming out here from Kix as Oryx is banned, and they are going to defend the top floor. Bear with me, stream. All right. Alright, so top floor hold, what we see. So we've got a standard reinforcement in the middle of the wall with a standard rotate right next to it. We've got some standard holes here at the bottom, allowing the player on yellow to look through them and deny plants. We've got 3 ADSs to cover the player on yellow. We have a standard reinforcement to rotate here for the player that's going to be up here. Is that going to be Nekwa holding this position? It looks like it might be. And we've got some standard reinforcements along here with a rotate, allowing access to long desk should it be needed. Sarbomber putting down the signal jammers here on the reinforced wall. You reinforce this, put a signal jammer there, denies the drones from coming through, and it stops the player from here from shooting that signal jammer through the wall by having that reinforcement. And a standard reinforcement up here, denying the punch holes or breaches from looking down into sight. So a pretty standard kind of take coming out here from Athena, or sorry, hold, not take. And we're going to have Brawls just repelling on the window, droning up Spiral to try and find some players. He knows there's one right there behind long desk. And he is going to be playing on this waiting room window, where you would often see a Blackbeard, but Blackbeard is, of course, banned. So drone, oh, okay, it looked like the drone was caught in the signal jammer and then somehow got away from it, but Eli goes back on it and we can see that actually the drone was caught by the signal jammer. Gunfire goes down onto Legion playing the other top of yellow, but it's not going to catch him. What kind of take do we have getting a set up here? We've got a proper crossfire coming out here. One player on Bath, one player on Connector, one player on Console. Full crossfires into the site, getting ready for a take. Now, the man count is now balanced 4v4. Nekwa taking a lot of damage at the top of yellow. He just needs to play here carefully. Davin Atkins with a kill onto Brawls. And Nekwa is going to rotate away from the top of that site, top of that staircase. Davin takes a whole lot of damage. Oh, he's run outside. Is he going to be able to get away? He's going to keep turning around, but he gets shot in the back by Eli. So that was a trade. Davin played for the pick. He got the pick. He got picked off himself. Most unfortunate there for Athena. But it is a 3v3 and there was a lot of time wasted, which can be just as important. 45 seconds to go. Henry just watching down onto the bottom of Spiral Stairs. MYR making his way up with no player up here to delay him. He's got a free walk into bathroom. Nekwa needs to be watching yellow, but he's not. He's watching... Oh! And that's diffuser dropped. Well played to Nekwa. He knows there's a player on yellow, and he gets the second. That's the triple kill for Nekwa Instinct. He gets refragged by Eli, but what a play from Nekwa, leaving Eli all on his own in a 1v2 against Sar Bomber and Henry. Henry is there, and he sweeps up that kill and puts a round on the board for Athena, making it 4-3 now. Great play from Nekwa, opening up the rest of that round there for his teammates. Henry puts his wire down for once. He's got a lot better at that. He has got a lot better at barbed wire. We're seeing Zero being brought out to play here by Awoken as well. It's like the teams are only just remembering that Zero exists. Oh, I missed the replays. I didn't get them properly. That is most disappointing. I will keep them for reference later so I know to go back to that moment to get Nekwa's sexy double kill. Davin at the top there, top fragging with 9 kills. Alright, so two ADSs getting placed down here. Henry dropping all his barbed wire. Good work, Henry B. Kicks pre-placing his bandit batteries. No tricking going on here. We all know by now. To be fair, though, it might be easier to... So you don't bandit trick here generally because of people swinging in from here, for example. But if you put a Banshee just up here, that would really slow people down. And as long as you had someone... maybe on yellow, watching it. I don't know. That bandit tricking possibly could pay off a lot more. But you still have the risk of piano, or press as it's actually called. But Davin could be watching that. I don't know. There's still options here. Now I want to see how Zero is getting played, so let's take a look. Alright, drone is going to go out. It's a lot of intel in the hands of Zero. 4 cams and 2 drones. 6 bits of intel on the board when you bring Zero. And he's using that holographic. Let's see how that's going to work out for him. As he starts to make his way towards yellow. The Claymore is there. And he's going to send in another drone as Merxy takes down Down. I'm too busy looking to see what a Zero player does. And it wasn't much, to be fair. Drone and shoot a door. Sacrifice the drone, shoot a door open. Now, part of this main door is open already. In fact, most of it's open already. That is Ace's handiwork right there. We can see all 3 have been used. He's got 1 hole open here. That's going to allow him to drop through. We've got Merxy that can also open up more holes if needed. And it is a 5v3 as 2 players are down. Kicks with the C4 kill. Power position here coming out from Nekwa if he holds it right. But that hatch is going to be a problem for them, just in case anyone drops. But there is no one there. Brawls could come through there, but Nekwa gets taken down from outside the breach. That is by Eli. Kicks with a quick double. As I like to say, easy picks for Kicks. Merxy playing upstairs. Oh, and Kicks takes down Eli. That's the quad kill. Is he going to get the ace? Let's see. No! No! That's the Smoking Aces achievement for Merxy. He denies the ace of Kicks. And I think Merxy is actually the first player to get that achievement. So well played to Merxy. Henry Sink left all on his own. 41 seconds remaining. He's going to use this mirror to great advantage. And as Merxy is rotating around to come in through the breach, this could be the play that's needed from Henry. Just needs to wait for Merxy to try to plant. He doesn't have the diffuser. He's going to set off the breaching round to try to distract him. Henry does turn around, but then he fires immediately afterwards to let Henry know exactly where he's coming from. Yellow pings go out. He's going to go up to his second mirror window. Does a bit of damage to Merxy. Merxy is now in. Henry looks the wrong way. Pre-firing the angles. He's going to hold here on yellow. He knows he's there. Henry kills Merxy and wins the round for Athena. Well played there. I'm not convinced Merxy played that the right way. He had the right idea with the breaching charge, distracting Henry and making him think something was going to happen somewhere else. But then he ruined it by shooting stuff when he got to the site. Now, I don't know if that was taking down a default cam. I don't know if that cam was still up and he felt he needed to take it down. And that's why he shot. But all it did was alert Henry to his presence. Henry, to be fair, could have played a bit more passively behind those mirror windows and just used them to his advantage. He didn't need to peek it and make the plays that he did. It paid off for him. It paid off for him. Hey, Bobakin boy, thank you very much for the follow. It did pay off for him eventually, but I would rather have seen Henry play from outside, inside that mirror window. Clearly there were yellow pings coming out, and I don't know if that was from a cam or from him. I don't know why he would ping it. So I'm assuming they had intel on the diffuser, and it would have just made better sense for me, I think, for Henry to play behind the mirror window, play the time, let the plant get started, and then just deny the plant. Assuming Merxy got to the timer. Like we say, it worked out. He got the kill. So it's a moot point in the end. But I think it was a risky play.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining.
For some reason, my stream keeps freezing up. I'm just going to reload it for myself. Alright, so 4 players coming from the front, just attacking lobby head on. Kicks with the early C4, manages to take down Aluzi, but Nekwa gets refragged. 4v4 now. How do you guys keep track of these moments where both Den and Woken are calling out, no, this person got this, he did that on this map against this team. Like, what? You guys are like Rain Men. I can't remember what happened yesterday, never mind those games. To be fair though, I don't know if I actually awarded the points for them, so if you guys have got clips or can tell me when it was, then I can look it up and give the people their points. Kicks just sitting here in press room waiting for his moment to shine, although he has already done a fair bit of shining. Bomber playing upstairs, just watching that front door. Oh, he's going to peek that window. Bomber, you don't need to peek it. Just stay where you are, my guy. Just stay where you are watching that door. MYR, just need to tickle him and he'll go down. Eli, again, tickle him, he'll go down. Merxy is the only real threat right now if these players just hold their positions. Sar Bomber, don't peek it. Henry gets the kill onto MYR. Bomber, just be patient. Don't need to do anything here. You can just sit on that hole above the doorway and watch for anyone pushing in. Henry goes down to Merxy, though, from outside the front. Athena, hold your positions. You've got a minute to go. You do not need to push them. They need to push you. Diffuser is here on site. They have to do the work, not you. There we go, Bomber. There we go. Sar Bomber gets that kill through that hole. That is all he needed to do, was just hold on there. Now Eli, last man standing. He's got so many holes here he needs to look through. He's going to wait to see if he can get the pick. But all he's going to do is waste time. Sar Bomber is going to try to peek it, but he's going to move away towards that hatch. Kicks, just hold this position. Sar Bomber, hold your position. C4's going to go out. It's not going to get a kill. It's too far away. But Kicks, he does manage to get that kill onto Eli. Kicks plays it just right. He waits, he hears, he moves, he kills, he wins. Alright, Console and Meeting, the next site to get played. It's just become unlocked for the defenders, so they are going to go back there. Bear with me for a second, stream. Let's remind ourselves of the stats for Console and Meeting, shall we? 53% attacker favoured, 47% defender favoured. This site has already been won by the defenders. So it's a hit-and-miss chance that they will make this 100% success rate for a defensive team. But let's see how it's going to play out. We saw Awoken play this site twice. Oh no. We are going to get a rehost. Alright, fair enough. Rehost it is. GN. AZGN. Sorry, anime. And we are back already. Rehost done. 2 players had game crashes apparently. Wow. So that is 1 rehost used up by Athena. You only get 1 rehost per map. And that was Athena's 1 rehost, which means they cannot rehost again if a player has an issue. B1S8, I sent you the message earlier. In order to register for Challenger League, wait until tomorrow. The URL will be announced on Discord and on Twitter. When you get that URL, go to it and register. There's nothing you can do right now. Nothing you can do right now.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I messaged you this last night, I think. So check your Discord, and you should see that. But yeah, hi B158, or S8 rather, thank you. Alright, so Console and Meeting. Let's see how this is going to play out. We've seen this played once already by Athena. They did win it, so no doubt they will do something very similar to what they did last time, but hopefully with a little bit fewer mistakes. I say that. Did they really make many mistakes? I don't know. Nekwa probably jiggled around a bit more than he needed to. I can't remember what else happened up here, to be honest. I just remember Nekwa playing up here. So that's what I'm talking about. I forget a lot of the stuff that happens. Problem with my age is that I just forget things. Sar Bomber opening up all sorts of windows. And there's no... Right, so I've seen 3 call-outs that people have denied the ace. But I don't think 3 people have denied an ace. Darren Atkins gets taken down.
Cam ready.
Now, Kix is going to start peeking windows. There is a player rappelling upside down. Is Aluzi on cams or is he watching? He was watching and he does get that pick. That is Kix taken out. And that is already Athena at a disadvantage. Mute is going to get droned out. They know where he is, but he does back out. After failing to take out that drone. We've got 1 drone sitting on the balcony, just watching nothingness at the moment. And we've got Eli sitting there using it. Brawls droning out admin. MYR droning out the first floor. Starting to make his way upstairs to the top floor. Merksy getting ready to move in through Visa, but he does start to drone himself. And Aluzi and Eli just shooting stuff or making their way into the building respectively. Now, Nekwa is going to be playing SMWD style here with cheeky little bullet holes waiting for someone to walk in through that doorway. But Tsar Bomber's going to walk in the way and peek that same position. Now, what we'd like to see here is Tsar Bomber playing up close to the shotgun, just chilling. Possibly someone watching the window for it. Actually, that's not going to work. Forget I said that. Forget I said that. Eli is locking down Tsar Bomber here. Tsar Bomber just needs to wait patiently. He knows someone's likely to be coming this way, and he's setting up ready to get the pick. He's going to peek. He doesn't need to peek. He just needs to wait. But that door is going to, that wall's going to get opened as Nekwa takes down Eli. Great rotate coming out here from Tsar Bomber. The question is, will he get back upstairs in time to join his teammates? He's got 40 seconds to get back and support. Now, Awoken possibly don't know that he has backed out. That's Henry Sink taking down Aluzi. Brawls is up here right now outside the doorway to sight. And Athena have managed to balance things out very, very well here, making it 3-3. Tsar Bomber getting the pick there. Henry with one of his own. MYR now the last man standing. Awoken had a huge advantage, but they've thrown it away as MYR shoots Tsar Bomber in the back. He starts to make his way upstairs, but the 2 old JPC teammates are there waiting. Nekwa with the cheeky bullet hole gets that frag, and that is the 4th defensive win in a row for Athena. Putting them onto match point now, 6-4. Wow. So Skeldo, the way it's going to work, so it was invite only for the first season. Second season is going to be the 4 teams that made it through playoffs. 1 team gets an invite back based on performance, and 3 teams come in based on their performance in 3 other leagues. So winners of 3 other leagues got their placements for season 2. For season 3, newcomers will be dealt with by qualifying in Challenger League. 1 to 2 teams each season of Challenger League will qualify to go up into Pro League. And 1 to 2 teams from Pro League will drop down into Challenger League, just like you would see on PC. Servers don't seem great tonight. People have not hugely high pings, but they're not low especially. And for some reason, my server was picking up at 29 milliseconds, which isn't normal. Normally, it's a fair bit lower than that. So what's going on with connections tonight? Interesting play here to reinforce this hatch. A lot of people keep it open, or at least Awoken certainly did, but not so for Athena. They are going to seal up these hatches to slow people down for as long as possible. Nekwa's going to be the yellow and pipes player. Tsar Bomber's going to be the mirror player behind his black window, black mirror. I forget what they call it. It is a black mirror, it's called, isn't it? As Aluzi gets taken down. Was that by Nekwa? Yes, it was. Power position there at the bottom of yellow as that wall gets opened up. Nekwa knows there's a player there on the staircase. Did he see that the diffuser was dropped? It's like he was pinging something, but I'm not sure. and Athena are already in the driving seat. Sarbomber just making sure he doesn't miss out on points. Gets that reinforcement up to pick up the 10 easy points. Making his way up there for MVP. As Eli picks up Diffuser. And is going to hold this position. He sees Nekwa. He almost manages to take him down, but Nekwa backs away just in time to keep his life safe as Kix takes down Merxy up on the first floor. MYR is up here as well, and he manages to finish the kill that Merxy couldn't. And that is Kix out of action as Brawls has moved in to join his teammate in here.
You can't hide. Argus set.
Oh, there's a camera being placed by MYR. Not using it just yet. MYR gets into a bit of a gunfight on Spiral. Who's that with him? That is Sarbomber. Sarbomber, you don't need to overpeak. Just, you can wait. But MYR is going to back out as Brawls takes down Davin Atkins. But that is Sarbomber shooting MYR in the back. 3v2 as Brawls starts to make his way down yellow stairs. And open up some pretty default holes here in the floor of the press room to look down onto default angles. He sees the ADS, doesn't do anything to it, and he is now the last man standing as Nekwa takes down Eli, and it looks like this is going to be a swift 7-4 for Athena on map number 1. Breaching round's going to take down all of the barbed wire and that Banshee. Brawls is going to relocate. $30 seconds to go. No diffuser in hand. 3 kills to find. I would be stunned right now if Brawls manages to clutch this. He doesn't manage to pick up 1. That is the kill for Nekwa Sync. And 5 defensive rounds in a row. Unbeaten on defense is Athena, and they take it 7-4 at the end of map 1. Well played to Athena. I forgot to put the map bands back up. There you go. There's the map bands for those of you who were interested. There's the win marker for Athena. We've got it all going on here tonight's stream. We've got it all going on. All going on. There's the scoreboard. If you're wondering why the scores are so low, it is because we had a rehost. Yes, even with a pause system in place, you still have to rehost every now and then. All right. So, at the end of map number 1, 7-4 to Athena.